How's it going, guys? This video I'm going to be doing is putting this receiver hitch, this is a 2-inch square receiver hitch, onto the blade of this excavator. And what we want to do is I want to put it right in the middle here so I can put a hitch in here, move trailers around, just have a little bit more utility out of it. So what I could do, easiest thing would be just to set it on top here and weld it in place. I don't like the look of that. I'd rather have it recessed down, so drop down here about 2 inches, and then so I'm going to cut out a section of this blade here, put this in there, and weld this all around it. I think it would be a cleaner look, a little bit nicer fit and finish. Yeah, just a little bit nicer look. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark this out here. I'm going to find the center point, mark out my 2 inches, or actually I'm just going to scribe using this, and then we're going to get the 4-inch grinder, the cutoff wheel, cut down, and then from the back side here, I'll bring you in to see it, but they have the skin of the blade and they have another piece that comes up down here. So I'm actually have to cut into both the skin of the blade and this backer piece here. So this is the back side of the blade here, and it's engineered design. So what you can see here is you can actually see the weld bead right here where this piece comes up over and gets welded to the skin here of this blade. So we're going to have to cut down into this, because if we set this right there, I'm going to have to go cut right into the top of this angle there, right before it makes about the 45 there. Shouldn't be too big of an issue, and I'm going to weld it all up around. I'm going to weld both the skin of the blade and this backer piece up against this 4-inch or 2-inch receiver tube here, so it's not going to do anything to affect the strength of the blade. And looking at it, it's not going to stick out to where it's going to be in the way of the lift cylinder, and since it'll be down lower, it'll be just a nice clean look. So we're going to measure it out and cut her out. So I found my center point here. Just set this in. So you can see I have a decent amount to come down here to cut out this back. That shouldn't be too bad. What we're going to do is set this in here, and I'm just going to set the top angle of this to match the angle of the blade. So I want this to look perfectly flat and same angle as the blade does. And then I'm going to take a bead of weld, go down all the sides underneath. Then I'm going to come in here, grind and cut this flush down here, so it'll be a perfectly flush angle. Back side, I'm going to weld in the back too. Basically, I'm just going to weld this thing up. We're just going to, anywhere there's a joint, I'm going to weld it. And I want the top to be flush with the top of the blade. So I'll get the welder set up. We're going to get the battery disconnected on this. Even though I have a battery shutoff switch, I want the battery completely disconnected because I do not want to take a chance of frying a computer on this. Okay, we got our receiver tube all welded in. We're all painted up. Paint's drying right now, but I figured I'd try it out, and it works. You know, I pulled the pin. You put in whatever 2-inch hitch you have that you want to use in here, and it'll work just fine. So this would be nice for just moving trailers around. If I want to have, like, say, a dump trailer, and I want to, you know, travel around a yard and pick up debris, logs, stuff like that, and just swing around, throw it in a trailer, track over to the next, you know, amount of brush I need to pick up, then this will come in really handy for that. Also, if there's any other attachments I want to hang off the blade, I saw a picture of a guy who built basically it was a little basket to carry his different attachments for the backhoe or for the excavator. So he had different buckets, rippers, rakes and stuff, and it just goes in this little cage or this little basket, and it hooks over the blade. Well, you could integrate this receiver tube into that too as part of the way you mount it, and it just gives you more options. So anyway, this took about 2 hours to build. Pretty straightforward, and most of that 2 hours was me just, you know, trying to set stuff up and, you know, just find the last thing that I set down I lost. So overall, pretty easy job. You can do this with an angle grinder and a stick welder, you know, and that's all I used. I just used my MIG welder for this just because it was easier for me to operate. So yeah, pretty happy with it. So thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Have a great day, guys.